can't leave. I show her life without me. She said she can't see it. Me and my
That was for Tiny. She said she can't see it. She got my balls squeezing, even the last breathing. Yeah. 50 is a savage. Y'all know that. Y'all know it. He's chopping on this. Like, let us try to decipher all these lyrics, okay?
lick. You go buy the drip. You're in the mirror all day and still gotta buy a bitch.
Oh crap. So what 50 is exposing here is the charges that went against T.I. You know what I'm saying? Because T.I. had so many accusation against his name, like, and this is one of them that 50 is highlighting, where some female had accused T.I. of dragging her and her family out of the house to participate in some freaky estual events with T.I. and Tiny, right? So T.I. and Tiny dragged these people out of their house, is what the person alleged to had happened, you know, and these are the things 50 Cent is threatening T.I. that he's gonna put in the documentary on Netflix, just as 50 Cent did to Diddy, to P. Diddy. So now the internet is going wild there in America and all across the world, despite the war going on, and Trump had just made it clear that he is responsible for the unaliving of one of the new jihad leader there, right? Who was just gave the leadership role, and you know, in less than a day, just a couple of hours, him being a leader in that political space, he never lasted long, and Trump them took him out, because you know, some news came out that 4 Americans had been killed in a strike. You know, may their soul rest in peace, them all, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so can we stop the war, please? Can we stop the war? Let us have beef. Let Donald Trump do a diss track against whosoever he's at war with, and they reply with a diss track, and we as the nation decide who wins. You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick Lamar and Drake, like 50 and T.I. here. Yeah, so 50 Cent is here to slaughter T.I. You know what I'm saying?
I pull up in different whips, pushing chains, switching lanes. Boy, I hear that shit you're saying, so I'ma do with you, man.
I woke up this morning, was born out in Kingston and leaving Jamaica abroad, not to England. Yeah, folks, we here again with another one. I be talking like Glorilla. Yeah, we taking a step on the international scene for y'all, for my Jamaican broads and my Jamaican yardmen and shatters. Yeah, Zinny. Yeah, so we exposing how 50 Cent beat the shit out of T.I. and his entire family, y'all. 50 Cent beat the shit out of T.I. and his entire family, and I told y'all not to mess with God's people, because 50 is God people. And two of the main characteristics shows you that 50 is God's people. He put a lot of niggas on, man. 50 be putting a lot of people on to eat, to get rich, to become millionaires. And that's something that a lot of black motherfucking niggas don't do, right? Because they're selfish and they're greed. There's only a few millionaires who have met the water of success and brought other niggas there. And I always compare 50 Cent with our Jamaican king of dancehall, Vybz Kartel, because they're aligned for the good. They're here to serve God. Right? So they are undefeatable, and many devils we see come against them, because God people always have a lot of devils coming at them. But when you have a real devil who is successful and rich in the business of entertainment or in any mainstream areas of professional career, You know what I'm saying? Whether acting, movies, it doesn't matter. Whatever career, major success, that's the mainstream for y'all. And the mainstream, they like these devil artists. They don't like the God artists, the good God people who God chose to become wealthy. Because remember, most rich people won't see or enter the gates of heaven. Okay, because the camel is easier. A camel, a big camel in the desert with a hump in the back, could make it through the eye of a needle more than a rich man could enter the heaven of God or the kingdom of heaven. Right? So there's only a few rich men that will definitely see God. And 50 and Vibes Cardell is those rare, gem, wealthy MFKRs that are God's people. That is why they have so many people in the industry always coming at them. Vibes Cartel got this guy suing him, you know, but they won't ever win, right? Vibes Cartel beat he just he just won his case against the Trinidad promoter who tried to sue him, right, for turning down for refusing to perform at the show where the promoter had shortchanged Vibes Cartel, right? And now you got another guy called Grindsman, who's out to sue Vibes Cartel, right? As he claimed. So there's always this devil. Now Bounty Killer, he has jealous of Vibes Cartel and his wealth too. So all these MFKRs come against these God people, and they're all devil, like the Bounty Killer, the Grindsman. These are the devil, just like Ti, the devil. He's been used and operated by the devil. Him and his family, his young kid, to taunt 50's mom who had passed. You get what I'm saying? Yes, and they're gonna say, but it's 51st, right? And come on, you guys are so dumb. Like, I mean, you passed, you went out of bound. Ti and his son, and I told them in prior vlogs and previous vlogs that they can't test 50, right? And I just be watching everything. And the moment 50 made a post saying that the Ti documentary is coming on Netflix, that's when Ti throw in the towel, man, and he give up. So now 50 Cent, Ti has been trying to pressure 50 to come to respond with some rap music, right? So 50 was reluctant to attack Ti, you know, in a beef of rap music. So the moment 50 used the Netflix documentary to end Ti and his family, that's when Ti threw in the towel, and now 50 decided to go diss Ti on a rap music because, you know, 50 already realized that he had won, right? This is a clear victory for 50, right? So now 50 think it's okay now to drop the diss track. So we know Ti won't respond to any diss track now. You know, Ti has thrown the white towel. Right. So we're gonna get into this because this song here is a badass song. Y'all know it's 50 Cent and Max B, and y'all know who Max B is. Max B, he's a Harlem hardma MFKR. He is one of the hardest MFKRs. He's from the 70s, bro. When Harlem was really like a no police zone, like police. I think that's the last state in America to have police department functioning there. You know, it was so volatile and violent that even the police had to flee. You know what I'm saying? It was ran by our great Bumpy Johnson and those, you know what I'm saying, the general and his madame. Yeah. Shout out to Bumpy Johnson who held it down, and he made black people highly respected, you know, amongst the Luciano and all of those top mobster boss and all those mob bosses, mafia bosses. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so Bumpy Johnson and Max B, he knows he's of those knowledge. He attained those knowledge, how to maneuver in the streets. Because he also beat a 75-year sentence case that he was facing. Right? This is Max B, and y'all know the respect for 50 Cent is untouched, unmatched. I mean, people can say Ti is well respected in the A where he's from, but I mean, like, when you're talking about 50 Cent, he's respected even in Iraq when war was going on. 50 was booked to perform in Iraq when America and Iraq was at war. When there was bombs dropping down there, 50 went to perform down there. How could you match that with T.I., son? And this is what I'm telling you about God's people. They are so loved but hated by a lot of devils, right? So if y'all make sure y'all watch my 50 Cent videos that even though they're long, like an hour or over an hour, even my Tony Yayo video I done with him and Uncle Murder, make sure you guys check it out so y'all can see that I'm a prophet and what I'm saying is facts and is known to be true or to come true if it hasn't passed as yet. So Max B is definitely a gangster, you know what I'm saying? He was born Charlie Wingate in 1978. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, great rapper, y'all. Great rapper. And he rose to fame from his mixtape, the $1 Million Baby mixtape that he had released in 2006 that had got him hooked up with Jim Jones. Yeah, Jim Jones. It was Jim Jones. And from there, he's just been going up. And even though we see where Jim Jones and 50 had to bump heads, we see that Max B here is rocking with 50 all the way through because real know real, real recognizes real, gangster recognizes gangster. And Max B knows that Jim Jones is a punk. He's a child-minded, like teenager, rude and belligerent. That's Jim Jones trying to be like a rude little kid and confusing that type of behavior with being a gangster. You know what I'm saying? T.I. now, T.I. is like a fed motherfucker. He beat some case that the world had saw, like with rocket launchers and all these things. But T.I., we know you cooperated with the Fed. We know Max B cop a plea, but that's different from what T.I. did, because Max B had cop a plea to lighten his sentence. But yeah, I think Max B came out 2025. You know what I'm saying? November of 2025 or sometime recently, you know? Yeah, but Max B is the real deal. T.I. is the fraud, and anyone who comes against 50 is a fraud. Because in life, it's just two types of people in a war, and that's good against evil right through. And even though sometimes some people switch from being good to evil, while some switch from evil to becoming good, but you got to have the eyes. Your third eye got to be open and your wise mind have to be functioning to can see through, right? So 50 is the light. 50 is the good guy, the God guy, right? And T.I. and anyone who comes against 50 are the devils. The people in the comments who hate on 50, they're of the devil because they are just jealous of 50 being so powerful and unable to lose. Like 50 is undisputed, you know what I'm saying? And he has the major tool for the art of war. He's shooting film. You gotta attack him with films, right? 50 bought his studio theater or theater studio where he could film movies. T.I. and these rappers, they don't have theater studios. So they only have studios to make music, right? 50 is on another level, man. So let's get into this. I be saying too much. Okay? Let's get into this because this song's wild. Let's get into it. I love it. And T.I. has gotten this wicked in this one. Now, this is bad to the bone. Let's go.
You should be polite.
This is the purge.
Yeah, so that's the intro. That's 50 giving you that. Y'all remember that 50 vibes from the early 2000s on the intro? That that laughter, just bragging on his enemies, in their sight, showing them that he ain't scared and he loves this type of energy. He loves problem. Because one of 50 most popular quote or famous quote, he's like when he says, because 50 had made a statement saying that, we don't want no trouble or we don't want no problem. One of 50 famous quote where he says, we don't want no problem. But if you want problem, we love problem or something like that. So, that's one of 50 most famous quote. I can't really, I should try to find it. It is.
Say, look, I actually don't want a problem. No, I don't ever want a problem. But when they say they want a problem, I say no problem.
That's it. It makes people feel like I want trouble because I don't have a problem with it. Say, look, I actually don't want a problem. No, I don't think I don't ever want a problem. But when they say they want a problem, I say no problem. See, that's 50. I never want no problem. Or when they say they want problem, I say no problem. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so that's it, y'all. So that's 50. You know what I'm saying? And Max B. Let's hear them again on the intro.
You should be polite.
This is the This is what happens tonight.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Hey, that's 50, bro. 50's just having fun. Like, this is not 50 trying to make a number one hit song. But, you know, I'm feeling the vibes because Max B placed a lot of nice melodious sound. Like, he gave it some life with his chorus, his flow on it. You know what I'm saying? While 50 was just mocking T.I. and his entire family. Even his son even his son picked up some strays. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I want to just replay this and start it over like a million times, you know, because the intro alone here in 50 doing back this music for, you know, even though 50 be dropping some bangers, you know, like for us, people who know where 50 is coming from, because the younger generation may not can relate or see the value in some of 50 artwork, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's a big screen. Yeah. So one more time for the intro to pull up, right? Because it's crazy. This is deep.
You should be polite.
This is the This is what happens tonight.
Fuck you.
Yeah, he's saying this is what happens today. Is it? So look what's happening today. Yeah, and Max B, like, I remember because ASAP Rocky was my artist and still is my artist, one of my favorite. You know, has inspired me a lot, and we share similar traits and like, you know, listening to ASAP early years of, you know, his introduction to the music had caught my attention and gravitated towards me somewhat like deeply, you know what I'm saying, resonated and all that. So yeah, like, you know, Max B and ASAP Rocky, like ASAP Rocky paid respect to Max B, and you know, because ASAP is true to the game. There are a lot of artists that are true to the game, especially like the artists from black then, because we don't say back here in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're giving a gal a back shot. Yes, but when you're referring to men, we don't say back, we say black. Yeah, so like black then, most of those artists from those time, like the ASAP Rocky, they understood the assignment or overstand or overstood. Yeah, we don't go under here in Jamaica. We stay above. So we overstand. Those artists had overstand the assignment. You know what I'm saying? Like they know what to do, what the fans really wanted, how to, you know, presented themselves and all that. But nowadays, like these artists, they're doing a completely different thing, man. They're making even music that are 25 seconds long, like that had never been done in our time, our era. You know what I'm saying? But now we got a lot of these new age artists, songs that are less than a minute, a full album that's less than 2 minutes or 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Wild.
Fuck you. Yeah. Fuck you. And you don't even count, little nigga.
I got a little bonus.
And you don't even count, little nigga. He's talking about King right there. I don't even can call that kid King. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no king. He's just a belligerent, illiterate little, like, Ninja Turtle, you know? Yeah, like a pizza face. Yo, Ti failed as a father. You know, even Tiny failed as a mother. Yeah. So let's get back to this because we ain't wasting no time to drop a dime on these motherfucking asses. Yeah.
No more trash. Your niggas is pussy, I can see it in your eyes. Black trench coat, we be creeping in the skies. Done with you bitches, no more believing the lies.
Yeah, that's like some Nate Dogg type of. Y'all know how respected Nate Dogg was. Like Nate Dogg was, yo, he was that hook god. He was the god of the hook. And 50 ain't far from a Nate Dogg. Like 50 possessed those powers to give you hooks. Like Captain Hook. We could call 50 Captain Hook because we have lost Nate Dogg. May Nate Dogg soul rest in peace. I love that man growing up all my life. You know what I'm saying? Even I've got hoes in different area code hoes. Hoes in different area code. Yo, and now we see these younger generation want to talk down on Ludacris like he wasn't a man. He was the man, homie. Back then, the damn homie. And now Ludacris in the movie business too. He's doing it bigger like 50 Cent. So let's not try to ridicule Ludacris. Like, I don't know how people appreciate someone's art for some years and then like just forgot about the impact they had made. Like we love you, Ludacris, man. You were one of my favorites. Very outstanding rapper, lyrically skill. He was that happy nigga, you know what I'm saying? When like compared to a DMX who was like angry and you have to have differences because variety is the spice of life. That's why I had many favorite artists, you know what I'm saying? And 50 was a banging pumpkin hair. Yo, 50 was fire. 50 come took the spotlight like crazy.
No more chicks, no more trash. Your niggas is pussy, I can see it in your eyes. Black
No more tricks, no more tries. The niggas the pussy I can see it in their eyes. No more. Yeah, that's crazy. I love the flow. It's got that black and white boom boom room type of Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. I was about to say Martin Luther King, but also Martin Luther King. Yeah, it got that like those days type of flow. That jazz and blues and rhythm and type of shit with him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so T.I. got 50, killing him softly, like R&B or jazz and blues. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Vibes Cartel, free the world boss for years. Freedom Street now is what we got. Yelling, Freedom Street. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it. So the chorus is very catchy. It's like rooted, deeply rooted in our black history, right? Is what I'm trying to say.
trench coat, we be creeping in the skies. Done with you bitches, no more believing the lies. I come back like that.
Yeah, I'm done with you bitches believing the lies. Yeah, so basically 50 is saying all those crap you guys were talking about me hitting women, are all lies. All the attacks that T.I. and his family made and all the haters like Fabulous who had joined in with all the other devil representatives, who is going against God representative like 50 and Vibes Cartel. Because Vibes Cartel have the entire industry here in Jamaica suing him and they're big failure. Like they could never be God people. You know what I'm saying? Just like T.I. now, he threw in the white towel. He threw in the towel because he backs down, right? But we see where his son King is trying to go at 50 and that's just dumb. Like your dad has backed down, which your dad has more wisdom, right? And kid is just wilding. So he's been setting up himself for failure, right? While 50 is just smooth sailing through the battle.
Up with that Fetty Wap, cock it and let it pop. Snitching, you better not. I grew around different weeds. Demons do.
Yeah, he's saying he's back like Fetty Wap. Like that is a very noticeable bar because we've seen Fetty Wap going around, you know what I'm saying, being freed from his narcotics charges that he had was charged with and he done his time and he had came out now looking so fresh and he had done this skit here with a weatherman in America, one of the new flavor and love weatherman like his approach to how he conduct his weather review on national TV. Like, he had intertwined like working with the rappers, right? So what he had done with Fetty Wap is he met up with Fetty Wap and he asked Fetty Wap, and he also had recorded and captured a moment where he had asked Fetty Wap to just give him a few lines out of his biggest hit song, which was Trap Queen, right? Trap Queen boys, 1738. Hey, I'm like, hey, what's up? Hello. Sit your pretty ass soon as you came in the door. I'm a bill on the supposed to roll. Married to the money, introduce it to my stove. She could look the real value of the bank stove. 100 bills out of the window. Yeah, so what he had done, he had gave the weatherman a few lines out of his songs, like 3 lines. And he told the weatherman that he could use the 1738 line in his weather review, right? Because this was the idea of the weatherman. So we went to Fetty Wap, took 3 line and asked him what 3 line he think he should use on his next weather report. And the weather guy took these lines and he spun it on his weather report and he recorded it as well, and it blew up on Instagram and social media. And when the weatherman was conducting his weather review, he was like, so he was talking about some occurrence that had went down 1958, and he was like, so this had happened 1958, and let's not get it confused with 1738. Hey, so the weatherman is just crazy. He's bringing a new flavor and twist and spun to, you know, to capture his audience, so the young ones and everyone can find the weather review entertaining. Because over the years, we've never seen entertaining weather review reporter or whatever. Know what I'm saying? Or some have, I'm sure we've had in the past, but not so much to this level and extreme. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Different D's, pressure, I feel a squeeze. He say he can't breathe. Bitch, I got so much bread. She
He said he can't breathe. Yeah, I think he's throwing see, that could be some stray for Fabulous right there. Cause when Fabulous had that big song about breathe, then you gotta one into the two, two into the three, three into the four, then you gotta breathe. One into the two. And they were saying like that song had released like in 2005 that year. And they had classified it as a 50 cent diss. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how, but it was all about breathe. Then you gotta. But Fabulous is my guy, but it's just sad that he played it right into the hand of the devil, feeding into their energy, working for the bad side of the universe. Because as I teach on my channel, that, the universe produce good, while there's a other side of the universe that produces bad. So when there's a good person like 50, then the universe has a part that also work against the good, that it will try to produce someone big with a lot of powers that are evil, to try to go against or to match up with the god people, right? And sometimes it works vice versa. Sometimes there's an evil person like Hitler out there, and the universe would realize that we need to remove that person, so it produce someone similar but opposite in goodness. You know what I'm saying? To go against that evil person and remove them. Yeah. So it's always a battle between good and evil when there's two people in a confrontation or argument or debate. Most of the time, not all of the time, because sometimes good people can get carried away, can have misunderstanding, so it's not always bad people or evil people in violent debate or occurrences or events that take place. You know, sometimes it's good people against good people, but they just had a misunderstanding, and it can cost them their life. And you know that it's just a good guy who died, who done something foolish. Because good people, we grow smarter. So the smarter we grow tomorrow, we weren't that smart yesterday, and that is why it's important to learn from other people's mistake, so you can grow smarter each day and not fall into the trap. Or, you know what I'm saying? Because good people die too. Good people die young. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But remember, good always triumph over evil. Because a father got him off way back. Remember that.
can't leave. I show her life without me. She said she can't see it. Me and my
That was for Tiny. She said she can't see it. She got my balls squeezing, even the last breathing. Yeah. 50 is a savage. Y'all know that. Y'all know it. He's chopping on this. Like, let us try to decipher all these lyrics, okay?
lick. You go body strip. You in the mirror all day and still gotta buy a bitch.
Oh crap. So what 50 is exposing here is the charges that went against TI, you know what I'm saying? Because TI had so many accusation against his name, like, and this is one of them that 50 is highlighting, where some female had accused Ti of dragging her and her family out of the house to participate in some freaky estual events with Ti and Tiny, right? So Ti and Tiny dragged these people out of their house, is what the person alleged to had happened, you know. And these are the things 50 Cent is threatening Ti that he's gonna put in the documentary on Netflix, just as 50 Cent did to Diddy. To P. Diddy. So now the internet is going wild there in America and all across the world, despite the war going on. And Trump just Trump had just made it clear that he is responsible for the unaliving of one of the new jihad leader there, right? Who was just gave the leadership role, and you know, in less than a day, just a couple of hours, him being a leader in that political space, he never lasted long, and Trump, you know, Trump them took him out because you know some news came out that 4 American had been killed in a strike. You know, may their soul rest in peace. Them all, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So can we stop the war, please? Can we stop the war? Let us have beef. Let Donald Trump do a diss track against whosoever he's at war with, and they reply with a diss track, and we as the nation decide who wins. You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick Lamar and Drake, like 50 and Ti here. Yeah, so 50 Cent is here to slaughter Ti, you know what I'm saying?
I pull up in different whips and chains, switching lanes. Boy, I hear that shit you're saying, so I'ma get with you, man.
Yeah, so this is just the only thing that I never really think was necessary for 50 to say, like, pull up in different whips. Even though it's true, like 50 has got a whole convey of heavy machinery and, you know, like mobile, that wild. That's wild. He can go like 50 deep in the streets with vehicles, blacker vehicles, blacker vehicles, not back, right? No back. Yeah, so it's black. So vehicles, black of another vehicle, black of another vehicle, motorcading in the streets. Yeah, but you know, 50 is known for that. But I mean, like, he could say it if he wants. Nothing is wrong. But I just felt as if I just want, it's my selfish ego just would want to hear 50 going slaughtering or onslaught that TI. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And Vibes Cartel released a song called Onslaught. Make sure y'all go check it out. You see how the energy ties with 50 Cent here? With the onslaught of Ti getting his family destroyed.
Catch him, clip him, bar him, rip him, punch him, kick him, stick him.
Yeah, those are the things we're talking about. Brrr, stick him, punch him and kick him. Don't cap, yo. 50 will punch and kick him. 50 Cent is he's that full stop in the way. He's that red light where you don't want to cross that. You don't want to break through that. Try to break through that. That's 50, right? Shout out to Tony Yayo. Shout out to Uncle Murder. Yeah, I'm glad we remember to big them up. Big shout out to the G Unit Squad, Air One, Lloyd Banks, Young Buck, Air One. You get what I'm saying? Max B on the track.
No more chicks, no more trash. Your niggas is pussy, I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah, so 50 destroyed the first verse. I love how he ended it, you know. They'll punch him and kick him. The knife will stick him, stitch him. Yeah, yeah. The Draco will stitch him. Yeah, and that flow like 50, slow it down and kind of yeah, like some Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
Black trench coat, we be creeping in the skies. I'm done with you bitches, no more believing the lies. No more tricks.
No more tries. No more. I'm gonna punch him in the eye. No more bags. No more fries. No more burgers for the little guy. The little guy, they call him King. I will take the K, turn a V in him, cause he's a vagina. He's a pussy, he's weak. He can't even control anyone in the streets. The kid will maul him. They see every day. We'll send a little Bow Wow to go his way and see how he says when he get attacked. Cause that's how we deal with these little sprats. No more tricks, no more tries. Get a little boy some burgers and fries. Calling him king, and he's just a guy. Punch him in his mouth and in his eyes. No more tricks, no more tries. 50 murder T.I. and T.I.N.I.N.Y. Yeah, 50 murder T.I. and T.I.N.Y. Oh my God. You got that? That's so lyrical. 50 murder T.I. and T.I.N.Y. Oh my God. Oh my God. How does King spell his name? Let's see how King spell KV. I think it's KVNG. T.I. son. T.I. son. I think, oh, King Harris, KING. No, but I don't think his social media spells it like that. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. No more tricks. No more tries. All these attack T.I. made was lies. Yeah. Philly's winning. He's undefeatable. He's indestructible. He's unconquerable on every level. He's God and they're the devil.
Come on, no more tries. You niggas is pussy, I can see it in your eyes. Black trench coat, we be creeping in the sky.
Electric when these clippers slide. Yeah, that's what I would have said. Electric slide. The electric slide. When the clip slide in on the Glock. The mag. Y'all get what I'm saying? You know, mag is different from clip, just to be clear. But some people think it's the same thing.
We done with you bitches, no more believing the lies. MC Ren, Easy E.
Yeah, that's the flow I like. Ready Wink. Easy E. Yo, is this Max B now doing the second verse or it's 50? Let's see.
Dr. Dre, feed the beast. Come on, switch my nigga. Lisa Keys.
That's Max B. But he's because he is working with 50 flow, that's the way to go. So it may sound like 50, but it's Max B. I believe, like I know music. Come on, don't fail me now. I believe this ain't 50 spitting the second verse.
Put the Paco 1,000,001, milli 3 degrees. Nigga, we believe, Beretta, milli.
Yeah, that's Max B, motherfucker. That's hard. He's flowing, he's punching, and he's disrespecting T.I. too. Don't let that get over your head or fly over your head or fly past your head. Right?
Clip hole 17, get high off the ketamine. Bulletproof Maybach, birds drop shit and clip.
Get high off the ketamine. You know what that means? He getting high off of? Bruh, that's like the K2 in prison, bruh. Your ass can't stand that drug, believe me. That's some high. We don't even use that out here.
Ain't it on here to give you some shit you ain't never seen. Content better stream, convict better team.
Give you some shit y'all never seen. Y'all know what he's talking about. Some pellets, okay? And some convicts you ain't never seen. Oh my God. Remember that 75-year case that he beat, right? He cop a plea, right? And his sentence was shortened, right? And it was like 2009 when he was charged. And he had to go through all those problems with the feds and, courts. And that's some mentally strong, like, yo, you have to be mentally strong to go through those things for so many years, like YNW Melly, you know what I'm saying? And Vibes Cartel, like his court case has been tumultuous from 2011 all the way to 2024, where he finally got the fresh water he deserved. You know, that's how the universe work.
EMGO 50 don't fuck with Supreme. BB cause it's Supreme. You need me, I fuck with your team.
Yeah, you hear that? 50 don't fuck with Supreme. Because they be calling up Supreme name up to this day, especially Ja Rule. Ja Rule. Because Ja Rule almost got his ass beaten on the plane. Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder, who was about to punch him in the back of his head, because Ja Rule ain't got much sense. He go and take a shot right before his enemy with his back turned. Right? That's already a loss. And he went there to throw pillows at guys. Right? Like, come on, what kind of soft ass mocking guy you are to be throwing pillows at men, right? Who you've been beefing with, who have ended your career, guys who have ended your career, you choose to throw pillows at them and sat before them with your back turn, with your black turn, right? Ja Rule is a punk. He's not too smart. You don't go down in war like that, bro. You're a clown.
As long as I get a bag, max and 17 more chicks. No more shots.
That's Max. I told y'all. Max B. You know, and my name when I first started doing music was Nevi B, right? Because I was actually I was I was a big fan of Anthony B, right? So I was highly influenced by Anthony B. Because when I was a child, Anthony B was like the first artist I saw, right? Or I've seen. Like he had done a song disrespecting the people of Rome or Rome itself, where it was like fire upon Rome, fi Paul and him scissors and comb. Black people want go home to a fire upon Rome. And then, like, when I was a child, I've realized and found out that he got booked doing many shows there in Rome. So I was like, as a child, I was like, how do you do a song saying fire upon Rome and the people in my Rome are book you for you sing that song? So it was like crazy. You see what I say? I was like, yo, that's powerful. So that's how I had got the name Nevi B from the Anthony B, because I was drawn to power. And here you go, 50 Cent power. It's a power trip. It's connected. You know? Don't fight the power. Power represent black. Power represent God. Power represent the devil too. Because the devil fork represent power. So power is good and bad. It's how you use it, right? But power is, it's good and it's for everyone. Some people, the cowards, are afraid of power. That's why they're called cowards. It's close to power because they're failure. They're actually the opposite of power. So they're cowards.
Niggas is pussy, I can see it in your eyes. I see niggas.
Yeah, there you go. You niggas the pussy, I can see it in your eyes. No more tricks, no more tries.
Like trench coat, we be creeping in the skies. Come on, I'm done with you bitches, no more believing the lies. No more chicks, no more.
I'm done with you bitches believing the lies. Yeah. Yeah, we know that it's always lies they gotta bring, you know, to try it as their weapons. They gotta use lies as their weapons to try to, take down the good people of God. Always lies and rumors, nothing truthful. You know, like how we see Bounty Killer and Beanie, like Beanie Man, he had a big sat down interview with RuPaul, right? And that was aired on TV, national TV, right? And Bounty Killer was in video with Naked Man, right? That's big on TV, right? So now they be using so many things trying to accuse Vibes Cartel of being gay, but yet still he has no shameful video, right? Having no sit down with any RuPaul or in no music video with any naked man like his opponents, Bunty and Beanie. But yet still, these big fans of Bunty and Beanie want to accuse Cartel of being gay when there's no evidence, right? but yet still they fail to realize that their favorite artists have all these dirt against them in videos. You know what I'm saying? So how far does the hypocrisy goes? No more tricks, no more lies. I can stand you motherfucking guys.
No more traps. Yeah. Niggas is pussy, I can see it in your eyes. Black trench coat, we be creeping in the skies. I'm done with you bitches, no more believing in lies.
I'm done with you bitches, mama. I'm done with you bitches, no more believing the lies. Yeah, yeah, 50 really went so good on this one. Like, I don't want to say so bad because I don't want y'all to confuse like bad with something that is bad in a good way. But this is definitely bad in a good way. Bad to the bone. Yeah, that type of bad 50. And you see the artwork, it's a picture of Max B. Like, you know, when a boxer is coming out to war in that ring, that's the image he's selling. You know, because T.I. got to know that it's darkness we're bringing. Darkness.
Yeah. Dumbass. You niggas
That year from 50 Cent is iconic over the years. Like, that year. Let's hear it back again.
dumbass. You niggas gonna need backup.
You niggas gonna do backups. Giving the Buster Rhymes sound there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dumbass. You niggas gonna need backup.
Backup like Kanye West in you niggas gonna do backup like Kanye West in Pusha T music video where they had Joe Crack saying yesterday's price is not today's price. Yo, that song is hard, you know what I'm saying? Where Pusha T be dissing Drake again, even though the beef had end somewhat. But the beef ain't never over. Sometimes it just be dying down, as what Fulio would say. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Julio Fulio. I wish he was still alive, bro. You know? Yeah. Fulio is a badass mob MFKR. I'll be seeing you soon, Fulio, because we're about to crash out on some MFKR out here, brah. You know I will.
I promise I'm gonna make it spooky. Yeah, you gonna need help.
Yeah, T.I., you gonna need help when this documentary drop is what 50 Cent is saying. 50 made sure he had the last word, even though it's a collab. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should expect 50 to say the last piece on the track, you know what I'm saying, in the outro here. Because it's really, this song was done for a purpose to send T.I. a message, to send his fans a message, to send the haters of Fiddy a message, to send the devil people who going against God people a message. Yeah, how did I slip up there, bro? Like I shouldn't have slipped up there. That's how Celeb Source behaves on his like how did I slip up there, bro? I shouldn't have slipped up there. But you know, as what I'm saying, like shout out to Celeb Source, man. Celeb Source, the source of the celeb. Yeah, shout out to Pink Lesser Book too. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Johnson. I be dissing his ass more time though, cause you know he be going so hard. No, you know who I be dissing till I asked YouTube to stop recommend their channel? Flacco, that oversized part of the No Jumper podcast MFKR mob. Cause yeah, I had to ask YouTube to stop recommending Jala thing to my channel. And YouTube still be, you know, recommending his shit. And I still be watching or listening a few part of it to see if it makes sense. Because sometimes it makes sense. Yeah, a lot of times too. But a lot of times he doesn't be making sense. And it pisses me off. Pisses me off. Yeah, shout out to 50 and Max B. Shout out all the top vloggers. Yeah, top vloggers. No more tries. I'll be. Yeah, we gonna end it here. But 50's on the good side, T.I.'s on the bad side. Y'all know that.